Hi, my name is Mohammed Sarwar and welcome to our CWTC Get Connected Community Podcast to share experiences, promote services and networking and great opportunities available for residents of Oldham. Oldham is committed to becoming a cigarette-free town by 2030 after an event was held focusing on how to make smoking a thing of the past. People who smoke, it's not often easy for them to quit, but with the right advice and support, any smoker can do it. To help us how we can quit smoking and get the right advice and support, we have an expert in our CWTC podcast studio, Lorraine Greathead, Smoking Cessation Project Lead from Your Health, which is part of ABL Health Limited. Lorraine, welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
You've reported already it's raining outside.
It is. It's a lovely rainy day in Oldham.
Yes.
We do rainy days well in Oldham, don't we?
I could hear singing in the rain.
Absolutely, that was me.
Good voice. Lorraine, tell our viewers and listeners about yourself and your career.
Okay, so my name's Lorraine Greathead. I have worked all of my adult life in the NHS, mostly in GP practices, health promotion, medical audit, clinical governance, and I got into the world of smoking cessation actually as a smoker. I was back then, and I fell in love with it, and I've been here in Oldham for the last 18 years as a specialist stop smoking practitioner, and I have been project lead for the stop smoking service here in Oldham, run by Your Health Oldham, for just over a year now. Wonderful.
And with your experience, you're going to help many, and I'm sure you've helped many as well.
Absolutely, yes.
So smoking is a big subject.
It is, yes. Smoking is the biggest cause of ill health and death worldwide.
Right.
And tobacco is the only consumable product that, if used exactly as intended, exactly as sold, it will kill 1 in every 2 people who use it.
Goodness me.
Wow.
Yeah, it's shocking.
And that's why I do the job that I do.
And we need to learn from this. And with your good advice today, hopefully our listeners and viewers will pick up some great points from you. So tell me, what encourages people to think that they could quit if they want to?
Well, people start smoking, mainly a lot of people through peer pressure. A lot of people smoked for most, if not all, of their adult life. And back then when they started smoking, it was very much the norm. Most people smoked. Yeah. So they got into smoking because everybody did it. Peer pressure has always been around, and never more so than in today's world. But I think people start thinking about wanting to quit. I do believe that the one thing that stops them trying is the word fear. Sure. They're scared of stopping. They don't think they can stop. Yeah. So fear stops them, and that's where we come in. But once they start thinking, I wish I could quit, yes, that's when they've had that penny drop moment, and then hopefully they would come to us then. Yes. And my advice would be, don't do it on your own. No. You don't need to do this on your own.
There's support available.
Absolutely. So we know the best way to quit smoking is with treatment and support. Certainly. And that's free on the NHS, certainly, provided in Oldham by ourselves. Yeah.
You know, talking about having a will to quit it, you must have experienced this as Muslims when we fast in Ramadan.
Yes.
We stop it, don't we? We have to stop.
Yes.
So that fear or commitment, I would say, people do it. They have to do it. Why can't they do it ordinarily?
They usually do quite well during the fast.
Yes.
It's what they break the fast with. And if you're a smoker, quite often you break your fast with a cigarette. Right. So we do usually run a Ramadan campaign, and we try and encourage and support people before they start Ramadan to come to us and quit smoking.
Excellent.
So that they can sail through Ramadan a lot easier.
That's a great idea. And won't it be more, will it not be more harmful if they actually smoke on an empty stomach after so many hours not eating anything?
Smoking's smoking. So
Yes.
It doesn't matter if it's an empty stomach or a full stomach, you're still taking in over 4,000 toxins with every cigarette you smoke.
Yes.
Cigarette smoke contains mainly 3 components. Okay. So tar is one of the killing components. Mm-hmm. Tar is the cancer-causing part of the cigarette. Right. And the tar that you get from a cigarette is exactly the same tar as underneath the roads. There is no difference. It's highly carcinogenic. Yeah. It's just in a vapour form. Then the second component is carbon monoxide. And that gas you take in through the combustion of the cigarette, and the carbon monoxide replaces the oxygen in the blood, and it makes the blood thicker and stickier. So that's the component that leads to heart attacks and strokes. Then our third component is nicotine, and nicotine is highly, highly addictive. However, it's not the killing component in tobacco smoke. It's the tar and the carbon monoxide that are the two killing components.
Whatever the condition has brought onto themselves and whatever has caused to come to that stage, we don't wish that to anybody. But for them to know that the sport is available and good services from yourself and the Oldham Council.
And it's actually never too late to quit.
Never too late, absolutely.
It's never too late to quit. Even if you already have a smoking-related disease, the benefits you gain from quitting at any point is huge. It's huge.
You improve your health and your healthy lifestyle as well.
Absolutely. Carbon monoxide leaves the body within 24 hours. So 24 hours after your last cigarette, you have no carbon monoxide in your body. So already your body starts repairing and recovering as soon as you put that last cigarette out.
But the body is very faithful to you, provided you are faithful to the body.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we start getting to the sport and the advice, if the people want to commit to an action, what are the steps they can do?
Okay, so we are a stop smoking service. Okay. So we do ask our clients, patients to commit to a total quit. And that's because there's no halfway house with smoking. There's no safe limit. You're a smoker or you're a non-smoker. Sure. So we do ask people to commit to that total quit, and they can come to us by contacting our office. Our telephone number is 0161 960 0255. If they don't have that number, they can contact their GP, who will give them that number. So we work very close with the GPs in Oldham.
Excellent. When people are at such a stage where they have to be admitted to the hospital, what support can they expect to receive?
Okay, so we're the community stop smoking service here in Oldham, and the hospital has their expert stop smoking practitioners in the hospital. They're called the Cure team. Yeah. So if you're admitted to hospital and you are a smoker, you'll be visited by one of the lovely team from the Cure team, and we work quite closely with the Cure team. Brilliant. We do events together, and so you in hospital you will be looked after by those, and then on discharge your programme will continue and move over to us. So the Cure team will send a referral across to the community stop smoking service, i.e. us, and we will take your care over and continue with your programme from there.
That is a fantastic programme of work available to people, and all they got to do is commit to it and get themselves treated.
You commit to that, not a single puff rule, and people think that's really hard. How can you do that? I've smoked for 50 years. I couldn't just stop like that. Surely I need to cut down. Yeah. But actually, we now know that the easiest way, I always call it the sticking plaster scenario. So if you pull that plaster off very slowly, it hurts for a long time. Yeah. So if you're like trying to cut down, you kind of putting all this work in and actually not achieving anything. So rip the plaster off in one go. Yes, it hurts for a moment, but it's done. You are smoke free straight away. So we ask people to set a quit date, and then you're not going to do it on your own. We are going to support you with treatment and support. So but that is the best way to do it, and the most effective is to go for that not a single puff rule from day one.
Brilliant. Just go back a little. We mentioned about the vape. And some people think, well, smoking a cigarette is more dangerous or less dangerous than using vape. Can you tell us the differences there?
Okay, so we work with clients who smoke, and we work with clients who vape, so the smokers who want to quit smoking, and we do encourage them, if they feel that it would be easier to quit smoking by using a vape, then we really encourage them to do so. What we do say is, in Oldham, the part of our service, we don't unfortunately give out vapes currently. However, we would encourage people to go to a vape shop, a reputable vape shop, and purchase a vape. If you are a smoker, it is much better to use a vape and become smoke-free than to continue smoking. Vapes do not contain carbon monoxide, vapes do not contain tar, and remember, they're the two killing components. And you are already addicted to nicotine as a smoker. So if by using a vape it helps you to become smoke-free, we usually encourage that. There are lots of myths out there about vapes. Vaping is not more harmful than smoking. Smoking is a killer. And for every one hospital admission that is only linked, not a direct cause of vaping, only linked to vaping, there are 1,000 smokers admitted to hospital for every one that is a vapor. So it is much safer to use a vape to become smoke-free than to continue smoking. However, the other message is, if you don't smoke, don't vape. Why would you create a new addiction? It is a highly addictive substance, and it's not totally harmless, but it doesn't contain tar, it doesn't contain carbon monoxide, and they are the two killing components.
Well, there you are. You only get life once. Treat it with love and care.
Absolutely.
We know that smoking during pregnancy is harmful. Tell us what impact it has on the mother, baby, and of course your partner and your family surrounded. Yeah.
So in Royal Oldham, there is a dedicated pregnancy stop smoking service, and they look after most of the pregnant ladies in Oldham. However, if the pregnant lady prefers to come through the community stop smoking service, so our Your Health Oldham, we support them to do so. It's hugely important that a pregnant lady quit smoking. It puts a lot of pressure on the placenta. The placenta is a temporary organ that is designed to last for 9 months to while the baby grows, and the amount of carbon monoxide that mum takes in is double that goes through to baby, through the umbilical cord, through the placenta to baby. And what we know from the pregnancy service is it has a huge impact on the amount of oxygen that reaches that baby.
Could be life-threatening.
It very much is life-threatening. I wasn't aware that when a placenta is delivered, you can tell straight away if that mum has been a smoker or not. The placenta has death of tissue. You can see quite clearly death of tissue from the carbon monoxide and all the toxins that go through that placenta. So you're putting that placenta under pressure, and it's equivalent to someone squeezing the umbilical cord for the whole 9 months.
Wow.
But pregnant ladies struggle because they, in actual fact, there's some science. So a pregnant lady, they metabolise the nicotine a lot faster once they're pregnant. So they feel that they need more cigarettes.
Goodness.
So they're trying to cut down, they're trying to stop, and yet the need is more and more. So by coming through the service, they can get on the right treatment, and we give the high enough treatment so they get the nicotine that they need to be able to do the program to reduce, but they're not taking in the carbon monoxide and the tar. So it's much safer, and they can become smoke-free well before they deliver.
Lorraine, lots of experience and knowledge there that you have, and you're doing a wonderful job to get the message out to people.
We love what we do.
As we were discussing earlier, the way we can support as well as an organisation is to work with you, but particularly with those people who don't understand English, and to be able to translate some of these knowledge that you have and the guidance that you have, and we will do a lot more of these in the future.
Yeah, please do.
In terms of you mentioning about the different places that you can get support from, yourself, the Oldham Council website, there are numbers there. You can approach the pharmacy, a GP, as you said, and there's also the smoke-free app as well.
The NHS do a smoke-free app that you can, if you just Google Stop Smoking Services, you put your postcode in and they tell you where your local Stop Smoking service is.
Thank you. And you mentioned a few times how to get in contact with you, so there's a number there. So people just need to phone up and register themselves?
Yeah. You can. Anyone can refer you, or you can refer yourself. Contact the office. You can email us. You can go on our website and refer yourself through the website. Just come to us.
Thank you so much. Anything else you would like to add?
I think the main reason that people fail when they try to quit smoking is that they don't use enough nicotine replacement therapy, enough products, and they don't use it for long enough. So if you've ever had a quit attempt and it's not worked for whatever reason, or if it has worked, you've quit smoking for a while and then life's got in the way and for whatever reason you found yourself back smoking, then we have an open door policy. We love people to come back. So people don't tend to quit every time the first time. It can take some people up to 30 quit attempts. So we say never stop trying to stop. Come back to us. We are a team of 6 highly trained specialist stop smoking practitioners. We are all passionate about the job that we do. We have face-to-face clinics all over Oldham, and we have telephone support as well. So come back. We always say our job is so much more than quitting smoking.
Brilliant.
You quit smoking, it gives you the confidence to think, right, what's the next challenge? What else can I achieve that I never thought I could achieve? So it just opens doors, it changes lives, and that's why we do the job that we do.
Well, we can see the passion and the commitment that you offer as a team, and that's wonderful. We'll certainly be signposting lots of people to you. And you don't have to be a smoker to understand the impact of things. You can support other people that you know. And I'm sure between us we'll be getting that message out. What do you think our media department and the community podcast here?
I think it's great. It's about, getting these healthy messages out to people. The worst thing for me is that there's some smokers somewhere in Oldham that don't know we exist, and my job is to get out and speak to as many people as would listen to me. As you can see, I can talk about my job all day long because I absolutely love it. And it is about choice. It's not always the right time, but think about it, and when you're ready, come to us, refer yourself, get referred. You never know, this time you might just do it and completely change your life.
Wonderful, and we will do our best to promote your service and your good work.
Thank you so much.
And I hope you've picked up a few things from Lorraine as well. Please do get in touch. There will be a number available after the video. Thank you for joining us, and God bless, and take care of yourself and others. Bye-bye.